Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Time with T. Today we have 2015 Nissan Pathfinder. The customer drove about 25-30 minutes and they were complaining about a very loud rattling noise in front, and we figured out that it was a cooling fan. So I believe the bearing is wearing out, so it's wear and tear, so we got to replace the cooling fan. So that's what we're gonna show you today, and hopefully it will help you out. First thing when you do is just pop the hood first thing anyway, and then we need to take out the air intake. There's two screws, one on the left and one on the right. Just pop it out. That's all you need to do for this one to gain access to the fan. There you go. There's one screws here. One screwdriver. There's one on the right and one on the left. And it's the one screwed on the left. Use the Phillips head. Take it out. There you go. So once you take out the screw, take out the two screws, just take out the air intake. Pull a little bit. There's a sleeve there, and that is just how you do it. Guys, next you want to take the battery out. So to have a better access, so you use a 10mm socket. There's a shorter socket, or also you need a deeper socket because you take out the bracket to take out the battery. Okay, take out the negative terminal first. There, loose. Good. And just pull it off. Okay, once you take out the negative, go with the positive one. And make sure you don't put touch negative and positive together, please. You get electrocuted or shock. This is the positive one. Still 10mm. That's it for that. And just wiggle it and pull it out. So once I remove the negative and the positive connection, I go take out the bracket, which is holding the battery in place, with a deep socket. There's two of them there. There's the second one. So one is loosened. You just take off just use the socket only. Try to take it out. Make it a little easier for you. It's the third nut. You gotta take it out. It's loose. Here's the fourth nut. You got to get out to remove the battery. So it's loose. Use the thing only. Deep socket. We'll take out the screws, last screws here, and just take the bracket off, and then this bracket is on top. There you go. Once the bracket out, just pull the battery out. That's all you have to do. Wiggle a little bit and just lift it up. Woo, heavy. Once you take pull out the battery, there's an insulation. Just take it out. It's the insulation with the battery. That's all. Alright guys, once you remove the battery out, I'm gonna remove the wire harness left to the battery. There's two bolt is holding it in place, and using a 13mm socket and an extension, and that's how I'm gonna get it out. Once it's loose, once again, just use the socket and the extension. Just take out there's the second one. Use the extension and the ratchet. Right. Once it's loose, use the socket and the extension only. There you go. Easier. And that is out. There you go. Second one. Cut. So next is take out the next screws. There's 2 more. Woo, strong one. There we go. Loosen up a little bit. Don't want to drop it either. This is the 3rd one. And the 4th screw is just right under the positive connection. There. Put it back in there. Loose. Turn your hand. There you go. Is out. 4th one.
Battery platform bolt.
There's 2 battery platform bolt. That's what I'm removing right now. One here. 2nd one. I don't want. There you go. Go. We got the what's it called, the bracket, not the battery plate. It's actually connected with the negative connector. You got to actually use a needle nose plier and squeeze it, and then pop out the plastic like a clip like. So that's how we did it right here. And then we can remove the battery base plate. So it's got to wiggle a little bit. There's not a lot of space. You got to wiggle it out and somehow get out the battery metal plate base. Alright, this is how it is. This is what it looked like. Okay. So next I would like to show you how to remove the wire harness. There's a clip there, you just squeeze it and then you just push this up. And then that should come out easy. There you go. Same thing. Press. Push up. This comes off easy. Just like that. There's about here's another one down here. How about the bottom one? Same or no?
Should be.
And also there's another 10mm using a 10mm socket to remove another bolt right behind the wire harness. Okay, it's loose. And well guys, I just want to show you this real quick. I know I was not able to record it while I was in there, so this is what came out. And there was this 4 wire harness connected, so we just lift up and then pull out all these here. There's 4 of them, and also I'm going to show you from the top. There's a 10mm. Use a 10mm socket here to remove there's a nut there, and then that's 10mm in the back of the this wire harness. And then there's a right here. It's part of the air intake. It's sitting right there. All you have to do is just like push up the air intake, and this is just lift up the thing and just come out. So this is an electrical unit. Actually, this part right here, you will actually there's a plastic. You gotta use a flathead and push on there's a clip like in, and then this actually comes off. and this is the whole unit of the electrical unit. Basically, that's what it is for. That's basically, I think it's the main power of the car. All right, and that's what it is. We gotta remove this to gain access, better access to the cooling fan. To remove loosen the radiator hose. I already did it, but I want to show you anyway. There's a gap here where you do use a flathead, and you just twist it up, and then you just pull it out just like that. Hey guys, this is the new parts, new cooling fans. Part number is 76333. I got it from rockauto.com online, and it's for 4 seasons. And actually, I call around and I got an estimate from the dealer to replace this with parts and labor, almost $1,000. I'm like, that's not happening. So I went online with the Rock Auto, and I found it for about $300. So it's not that bad. It's better than $1,000. And just gotta do it yourself. Just watch my video. Easy steps. Just do it. Save with the big bucks. Check it out. Slice it. It goes open. To remove the cooling fan, you need a star-shaped screwdriver. So it is what it is. You need one. If you don't have one, you gotta go get one. Get a set. Pretty cheap. There's one of them right here. One on the left, one on the right. Here's one of the. It's on the left fan screw. It's a star shape. Tight, but it's all right. You can do it. Here we go. Loosen it up. Just want to drop it. This cooling fan is only holding by 2 screws with the star shape. That's it. This one.
Talk about the bottom.
The bottom is just like a rubber piece is sitting on a bushing. That's all it is for the bottom. So once you take out the 2 screws on the top, you just lift it up. All right, once you take out the 2 screws, left and right, what you want to remove is the wire harness right in the middle of the fan. So just squeeze and then pull out. All right, guys, this is where the harness is in the middle of the fan. What you do is have to squeeze this in here like that, squeeze it, and then you just pull. So that's how you take out the wire harness. Alright guys, the cooling fan on the passenger's screws is very, very hard to get out. There's no space for it. So what I do, I use a small wrench. Actually this is a ratchet. And with an extension, like 3 different extensions here, to take out the screws. There's a star shape as well. Alright, that's what I did. It's very tight, so be patient and try not to drop the screws either. Once the screws come out, this is the fun part. Removing the cooling fan itself. So you gotta lift it up first to take it out from the bushing. Then you gotta play around with it a bit, wiggle, and then it should come out. To struggle, but it will come out though. Guys, it gave us a hard time to take the fan out. So we actually removed the fan control. There's 2 screws there because it actually it gives you better access to take out the fan. This is the fan control. All right on the fan itself. Sometimes you don't have to use it, and you continue wiggling it, but just take it out. Go. Woo! This is the old fan. Mercy. Hopefully I don't have to do this again. It's very difficult to take it out. Once you get the old fan out, make sure you compare the old to the new. This is the old one, and this is the brand new one. And everything looks the same, the height and everything. And there's harness here. There's this harness. And there's 3 harnesses, and there's going to be 3 harnesses here as well. We took this out for better access. I was going to show you earlier. And so this is it. The next step is to install the new one, and it should be working fine. Thanks for watching, guys. Tech Time with T. You take care. That is how you change coolant fan on 2015 Nissan Pathfinder. Peace out!